Drop by the Realm Keeping
Hoo-wee! We may be... Am I? I feel pretty normal. Anyway, this case has really got my detective blood pumping. I need to get to the bottom of it. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say...
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler mystery is a classic detective novel on the sea. I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over...
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary.
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here.
Oh, I see. But you're...
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay...
Wow! Good for you, Miss Qingyan.
Sounds like you really care. I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Xianzhou delicacies later. I'm glad to hear you say that.
I did want to say something, though. A gut feeling.
It's not something I need to conceal from you. As you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways. The same is true of the people on those worlds. That's why it's possible for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the nicest girl in the galaxy.
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this Luocha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion. That's why the moment I laid eyes on him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but...
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Right?
I'm glad you believe in me, truly. But the problem remains. Will the Realm Keeping Commission trust a judgment based on this logic?
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission is unable to accept a judgment like this. It's not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusations. I hope you understand.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
I can bring up the data anytime from here. Are you ready? All right, follow me. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrene system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look. This is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
This is your forte. Over to you. I knew we could rely on you. What do you think? Any idea what the correct order is? Sure. Which one do you want to watch? let me see if this order works. Luocha exits the star skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all. Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock? That's so suspicious.
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of Divine Foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries, and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
The key question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll be waiting. Patiently.
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon as possible. Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
Huh? Isn't this a scene from The Angler Mystery? The Angler Mystery! The novel! There's a scene...
Now that you mention it...
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the Angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
Their tea must be stronger than Himiko's coffee.
The Tea Society is just a code name. Did you think they'd call themselves the Evil Society? They have to have a nice-sounding name to conceal themselves.
So, March, what you mean is, the two people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
What if a crazy Angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping!
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no Angler.
Detective's initial conjectures are...
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
All right, let's go! Time to interview the witness! see the shopkeeper. Let's look.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby.
Okay, let's go. Looks like Yin Shu isn't here after all. Where could she be? Huh? A supernatural tales anthology? Sounds like...
Wait, so you're still reading traditional literature? Move on already! Web novels are the way forward.
You two go ahead. I'll wait here. The Xianzhou has some interesting literature. I'd like to get better acquainted.
We'll be back soon. Don't get too comfortable. So she asked someone to look after the shop for... Hey, mister! Are you manning the counter for the young...
Huh? Young shopkeeper?
Can you...
Why should...
Because we're asking nicely? What's with the attitude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Pay you? What is this?
Come on. No one ever tell you...
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable.
Oh. You dare threaten me?
The question is...
The Express Crew. Never heard of it. Dang it. Am I in trouble? Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inshu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
Do you know how to fix a stop?
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper at... Yeah, that's me. Can I help you? You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Oh, okay. Let's go. That footage... I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did. So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the outworlder was doing? Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing... they smell pretty bad. I guess that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Psycrane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, he came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it. After that, he just left the book on. I can't believe I'd forget something like that.
I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How can he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable. If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous object onto the Luofu. Dahao and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
Exactly. I think Luocha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage.
So, is this a dead end? That's more like it. New clues always turn up in the nick of time.
Household registration always takes forever.
So, we now know what time Luocha left the open area.
Nice! You found footage of him leaving?
Yes, according to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? He must have been up to something. I'm gonna stop you right there. Refined wardrobe, elegant bearing. He may be a villain, but he doesn't look like someone who'd give up on finding a bathroom, even in an emergency. It's a shame no Psycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Luocha is getting more suspicious by the minute. Pfft. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little restless?
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here. However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
How does he always hear us?
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to.
Thanks for the help, Miss.
So, what did Luocha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Oh? And what do you have?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the Angler once said, a true detective operates as effectively from their armchair as from the scene of the crime. It's too early to start field work. We must wait until my deduction is complete. Then when we arrive at the scene...
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Mr. Yang is the best! Ready? I'm gonna start my reconstruction. Okay, here we go. Explaining a theory in front of everyone is more nerve-wracking than I expected. I'll be using the angle.
And now!
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate.
You think that would...
You think a...
Fine.
Such a... Even if Luocha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
Ready? Okay, here we go. Right. I'll be using the Angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
And now I'm Luocha.
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in such a small area for 2 hours.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset. It's locked all year round.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of Stellaron smuggler would he be if he couldn't get past a door?
You think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
Such a rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if Luocha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Where are you going? We're trying to trace Luocha's movement. We shouldn't backtrack. Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hiding in plain sight, perhaps. Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with a quick route?
Ahem. What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
We're trying to uncover what Luo Cha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
Ah, true. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined. Come on, let's start over.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to enter here must face a delicious fate.
Ha! Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain! Have at you!
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Here is thunder! You chose the wrong enemy. Show no mercy.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
It's time.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard.
I'll see you off. Here is thunder!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
There's no time to lose. Show no mercy. What are all these enemies doing on the Luofu?
It's because...
March, you don't have to add in combat scenes while you're figuring out where to take the story.
Let's wait and see. Repay! You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep is not the dead return! Conflict is pitiless!
Monster layers and black market spaces, I doubt the Luofu has any of that.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're already assuming that Luo Cha... it's more fun this way? Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what Luo Cha ran into. Why not use our own interpretation to bridge the gap?
I suppose... I try to go with the flow.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going forward. I wonder, just who is the buyer interested in the Stellaron? The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Plausible. Looking at the map, this place is well hidden.
Finally! Mr. Yang approves Detective March's theory.
Let's see where this leads first. Stop right there. State your business.
No, that's Puar, the Tea Society's gatekeeper.
Isn't Puar a type of tea?
That's right! He's a member of the Tea Society, so naturally he chose a type of tea as his alias.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's your business here? Can you tell him to be less aggressive?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask whether you're here on business, or... Never mind.
I have a delivery for your boss. I need to give it to him in person. If you could let him know I'm here.
Delivery? Ah, yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting for you. I'm afraid I'll need to see some ID first.
I wonder if Luocha has something prepared for this moment.
That's the code. So you're the one. Wait here a moment. I'll call the boss right away.
Take your time.
Puar takes the page and goes to find the boss. Before long, Luocha sees an imposing figure walking towards him.
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble. Let's see this delivery, and make it snappy.
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Easy now. The item in question is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra precautions.
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
It kinda works, right?
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item. I'll take my leave.
Yes, you will. Permanently. Puar, get rid of him.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those. To keep our little secret safe, I'm afraid I need to take special measures.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story, speaking of which, when did I turn into an Arumaton?
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an Arumaton in dire situations.
Okay.
Huh. And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum.
Time to change tactics. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Conflict is pitiless! Show no mercy. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I'll see you off. Bloom.
No assistance is
Follow
timely.
my charge.
Here is thunder! Lance at the ready.
Lend me your strength.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless!
settle this. Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely.
Repay. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Darn it! This isn't over!
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum. Cloud Knights could show up at any minute.
And so Luocha has to make a break for it. But where to? Let me have a look at the map. Aha! Gotcha!
Hey, stop right there!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
A foregone conclusion.
Here, there's thunder!
I'm on guard.
Let's wait and see. Repay!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Let's settle this. Bloom.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
A foregone conclusion.
Conflict is pitiless! Lance at the ready.
Halt! Who goes there?
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
Climb aboard, Luocha! Time to get out of here!
So Luocha hopped on a starskip and fled with the help of his accomplice. And that, ladies and gents, is the truth behind Luocha's disappearance.
So, who was piloting the Starskiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was him. No one gets left out of my stories.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few questions. For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in Psycrane footage 2 hours later? Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did so many monsters show up without warning? Last but not least, even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
Ah, you're right, Mr. Yang. I guess I can't compete with the Angler just yet. You know what? Time for some field work. Maybe the answers to our questions are waiting for us at the scene.
That might be the best approach. Let's go.
Household registration always takes forever.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone. Can you help us?
He's got blonde hair, and judging by the way he's dressed, I'd say he was an outworlder.
A traveler with blonde hair? Could it be? May I ask why you're looking for him?
He saved our life.
Since when did we start sharing a life?
Back in? We're not rehearsing.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder bear any resemblance to our suspect here?
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha. He rescued both of us.
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
It was the day before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the Arbor incident, we never had the time.
Are you two... the people in dark clothing? What's with the wardrobe change?
Dark clothing? Ah, I know what you're talking about. What a pair of clowns we are. Dark clothing.
We fell into a ditch.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice our new routine. We found a place, eventually. A little dilapidated, but nice and quiet. Shame about the giant ditch.
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Fourth, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Fourth's got your back!" 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet. We were covered head to toe in... Anyway, I assume that's why you thought we had dark clothing on. A dignified story, I'm sure you'll agree.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully Mr. Lorcha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind stranger. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense! You went out of your way to...
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No, we can't thank you enough.
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give you a prescription. Make sure to use the medicine and get some good rest. There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll take our leave now.
Watch your step. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Here, that's the prescription he gave us.
A paper flower? It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
The paper looks familiar. Can I open it?
Of course. We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see. Of course!
What is it?
It's the title page of the Angler Mystery! The prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about? Take a look yourself. The Immortal Spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I'm starting to think the Luocha we envision doesn't square with a real one. Would a villain do a good deed like this?
So he paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler. He must be a fan of this book too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad. Looks like the whole thing was just a big misunderstanding.
Indeed. And I've learned not to judge a book by its cover. Anyway, that's enough reflection for one day. Let's get going.
Get going to where, Mr. Yang?
Garden of Gourmet. You two deserve a treat.
Yay!
A few games of chess will while away the time. We have some amazing goods left over for you here.
Spear wrap, Song Lotus pick.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
You'd be a tool to miss entire.
I do extractor clean to your star skill.
Excuse me, what business would you like to conduct?
Worry not. I'll handle it. Yes, none of this is our concern. The journey has only just begun.
about it.
Excuse me. What business would you like to
Notify the Realm Keeping Commission if you need.
I'm Guang Da, an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have an urgent issue, please go to the Chancery. Huh? Aren't you the healer lady?
Shh.
If it's official business you're here about, you'll need to go to the Chancery. Da Hao and Song Yan should be there. I'm just an orderly. As for anything concerning the Dragon Lady, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Hey, keep it down. You've got it wrong. That's not my ship, it's my friend's. My friend has a Starskiff travel permit and can help.
Just cut to the chase. Can we take the ship or not?
Yes, you can, but please keep it down. I can take you there if the price is right.
Mr. Yang's here! Yeah! Did I just say that out loud?
Liaomu. I must see him.
Banxia, your symptoms are getting worse. I have some soothing tonic in my gourd. Would you like some before we set off?
Thanks, Lady Bailu. But we can't delay any longer. I told Lianmu to hide in a Cloudford shipping container. I couldn't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus find him. Because I promised Lianmu I'd bring him an elixir of immortality.
You know that's one—
Yes. But I knew nothing about the trap. I was wrong. It wasn't a blessing of immortality.
They were turning humans into monsters, weren't they?
Short-life species are expendable to those maniacs. They use them in experiments to develop their medicines. That's from Lady Bailu.
You helped me escape the Alchemy Commission? I saved your sweetheart.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. The place we arranged to meet up is ahead. Let's go. I can't forget. I must get there.
This is bad. She's starting to lose touch with reality. The soothing tonic might not work anymore. This calls for shock treatment.
I commend.
Try that again.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Tough luck running into mirrors.
I can't forget. I must get there.
This is bad. She's starting to lose touch with reality. The soothing tonic might not work anymore. This calls for shock treatment.
How can that be? Where is he? We agreed to meet here. My head.
Let her rest here for a while. I'll think of something. Try not to move, Banzia.
But he's not here. We still need to find him.
Nurse, get a hold of yourself. Doctor's orders. Can you see if there are any clues nearby? I don't think Banzia's sweetheart would leave for no reason. Leave the patient to me. I'm the healer lady of the alchemy.
Let's start with this area, and see if we can find any clues nearby. It looks like Banxia's sweetheart was tracked by the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, and had to switch locations. I should go tell Banxia and Bailu.
What happened? Did you find any clues? No way. Do you know how bad your condition is? Don't worry. I'll find Young Mu and treat him.
No. I know exactly how bad my condition is. You'll help me, right? I have a favor to ask you.
Of a lot of disciples in the area just now.
If you can't fend them off, just let me go with them.
stay. Leave it to me.
Told you I could fight.
Follow my charge.
Here, there's thunder!
I'm on guard.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Lady Bailu, I can't go on anymore.
He isn't waiting for us here. Did he hide somewhere else?
Lady Bailu, watch out!
There you are. Z clearly failed them. Oh, and if it isn't the Dragon Lady? Trying to make up for past sins, are we?
Blah, blah, blah. I've heard enough out of you already. If it's a beating you want, allow me to do the honors.
I'll deal with you in a moment, little girl. Men, take the traitor and make sure you get the list from her. Where is everyone? Seize them!
Are you giving me an order?
You!
Karmic atonement.
A Ten Lords Commission judge?
Let's begin.
Told you I could fight.
Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
Get?
This Ten Lords Commission judge packs a punch. But Bansia, you...
Shh. If she notices my symptoms, she won't hesitate.
Why are the disciples of Sanctus Medicus pursuing you? Tourists? You, girl, raise your head. You have a wandering look in your eyes. A Mara-struck look, perhaps?
Help us, Miss Judge! We only just managed to escape before the dells were locked down. Those evil men have been chasing us. This nurse is so scared she can barely stand.
Madame Shuiyi, the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been found in the southwest of Cloudford.
This place isn't secure. You should leave immediately. Soldiers, see them on their way.
That's the strangest judge I've ever come across. Bansia, are you alright? Let's go this way and see... There are are Cloud Knights and disciples of Sanctus Medicus over there.
We don't have time for them.
There are armed villains up ahead. If you're not on duty here, return to the city for your own safety.
He's right behind that door.
But there are Cloud Knights stationed there. Hey, don't cause a commotion, or the judge will be on our case again for sure. Didn't we pass some soldiers resting on the way over here? You know, the place where the Cloud Knights and the disciples... You said it. A spot of emergency treatment in exchange for some armor.
Let's do it. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Just tell them your soldiers guiding me back to the Alchemy Commission. They won't know any better.
Halt! What's with the kid?
Surely, you know the healer lady of Alchemy Commission.
She does have horns and a tail. I heard the Dragon Lady likes to sneak away from the commission, but I never...
No! No! I haven't finished playing yet! I don't want to go back to the Alchemy Commission!
That's right. You don't seem very well...
Don't worry.
I still want to play! I'm hungry! Don't take me back! I don't want to go back! I'm not going back!
Access granted. Good work, soldiers.
Thank you.
How was that? Wasn't my acting amazing? Let me tell you, a performance like that requires a lot of temper tantrum practice. By the way, what's taking Bansia so long?
Why is my voice like this? Can you help me check? It feels like something's caught.
But she still has the senses.
Lady Bailu, is this a result of your healing? Thank you. If it weren't for you,
Don't thank me. It's my fault. I couldn't preserve you the way you were.
You can't cure someone stricken with Mara. It's already a miracle that I still have my senses. That I can talk to you. Hey. Do you still remember what I said earlier? If the time comes... Let's go. While I still have my senses. Wait. I feel a bit dizzy.
What should I do? Serious imbalances of yin and yang? Cold and heat?
I just need a rest. Lady Bailu. Don't forget our deal.
Stop calling it a deal! I made a promise. I'll heal him. Don't worry.
I'm so sorry. It's because of me that all of you are in danger.
Enough talk. Here, I'll pour the medicine through the helmet.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. But I can't feel the gap between my skin and the helmet anymore.
We've arrived. Is he not here either?
He's cautious by nature. Do you remember his note? He told me to come alone.
But you already...
He won't show himself if you're here. I'll call out to him. Please, you two, find somewhere to hide. Remember our promise.
I remember. Let's go.
Leon, no!
Monster!
Leon! No!
Help!
Oh no! Let's hurry over!
I can't hold on any longer. Do it! Don't forget the promise.
Leave it to me.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Do you think she saw him one last time? Grown-ups are complicated, huh? Let's keep heading in this direction until we find him.
Are you from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Ten Lords Commission? Don't touch me! I didn't do anything!
That's right. I'm here to heal you.
You're finally here. First, I was being chased by the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Then I ran into the Cloud Knights. Then I thought I heard Banchia's voice, but I ran straight into a monster. What a day. But if Banchia sent you, then... where is she? Isn't she with you?
What do you think? Should we tell him the truth?
What? That monster armed to the teeth? That was Banchia? You're lying.
That's true. She had to disguise herself in order to meet you.
How is that possible? Could you take me there? Just to confirm. This is Banchia? This hideous creature?
Hey! I know you're probably in shock, but...
She changed out of her original clothes, right? Ugh. There's no point in searching the body, then. Did she give you any secret boxes or letters?
Search? For what?
You don't know? Ugh, she left me with nothing! Was she playing me this whole time? A list of the names of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. With that list, I'd be able to blackmail the Disciples into giving me the Elixir of Immortality. Or I could submit the list to the Cloud Knights to avoid banishment from the Xianzhou. That woman promised me countless times. In the end, I finally trusted her. I genuinely thought she'd offer me change. But in the end, she failed at the most important hurdle. Or maybe she failed from the very beginning. She probably lied to you too. Of course not. I have more important matters in places other than the Xianzhou. Elixirs and immortality are just a means to an end. I won't stay on the Luofu. Sweetheart? That was her wishful thinking. I wasn't interested in the slightest. No way. You thought so too?
Heal.
What?
Let me heal you, so I never have to lay eyes on you again!
Huh?
I promised, Bansha.
Ridiculous. That woman tricked all of us. You should have told her to take a...
Shut your mouth! I'm so furious! I healed him. But for the next 30 years, he'll hiccup uncontrollably every day. What? He deserved it. Anyway, do you know any good hiding places? I'm still on the run. Express? What's that? The Xianzhou is still in a mess. I better stay in Starskip Haven for the time being. I'm sure there'll be fevers and headaches to take care of before long. Bansha asked me if I like treating people. Like I said, it's as easy as eating and drinking for me. I don't like or dislike it, but this whole incident has made me wish I knew more about the Mara struck. Thank you. Maybe meet again at the food stalls of Starskip Haven. Bye!
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here. Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. We're still far from the Elixir Crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. Out of the question. Jingyuan gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people? Do you not trust me? If I told you I wasn't certain, would you turn back on the spot? Nonsense! I'm very certain. 100%! Though I'm sure a little reassurance wouldn't hurt. You don't know what being Mara-struck actually means, do you? The healers believe that the Mara-struck condition is related to memories. Unsurprisingly, long-life species have long lifespans, but there is a limit to the brain's capacity. After centuries and millennia, a long-life species' emotional threshold becomes higher and higher. Simultaneously, their memories fade and become dull under the erosion of time, leaving behind only the most extreme and vivid recollections, which are almost guaranteed to be memories full of anguish and regret. Do you understand now? The fate of all long-life species is to no longer feel joy and happiness, left only with hatred and regret etched into the heart. Under such extreme conditions, a person's ego starts to crumble. And that is the beginning of the Mara-struck condition. Short-life species don't need to worry about this. Feel better?
Phew, I do. I never had memories to begin with.
No, you still don't understand. The condition isn't caused by memories, but by the emotional threshold having been... Never mind. You can regard it as a memory issue. Only a handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. Even you benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
Told you I could fight.
Conflict is pitiless!
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move! You can't run!
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder!
Show no mercy! Lands at the ready.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
I appreciate the help of the...
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lend me your strength.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
I'm on guard. Lamps ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's begin.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Who goes there?
I command you to
Not a scratch.
Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Here is thunder!
Get!
This battle is unavoidable.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
There's no time to lose. Battles are chess games. No two are alike. I command.
You'll pay for this.
Lamps ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Lend me your strength.
Time for the... Show no mercy.
Let's begin.
Lands at the ready. Not a scratch.
I'm fine.
my troops to the rendezvous.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Dan Shu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Lend me your strength.
Let's begin. Go. There's no time to lose. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
We've entered the storm.
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Conflict is pitiless!
It's time.
Get?
This battle is unavoidable.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Merciful Medicus. Hear my call.
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Your life
Is that it?
Lend me your strength.
Here, in thunder! Show no mercy.
Let's begin.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward! That's great.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the weight behind this. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Follow my charge.
Conflict is hideous.
I'm on guard.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Lance at the ready.
Let's begin.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! No.
There's no time to lose.
Entangle! To my heart's content!
Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that... Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can extend mercy of destruction.
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Pantilia. I have come with a single purpose. To set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Lend me your strength. Miss Ting-Yun! Is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you!
Survive?
This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard.
Show no mercy.
Lend me your strength.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
charge.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Here, and thunder! Leave it to me.
I'm on guard.
I'm fine.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their strength. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal shit. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain.
Scratch.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Let's begin. Stand down. Here, and thunder! Show no mercy.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
There's no time to lose.
I'm on guard. Get! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
This battle is unavoidable.
Leave it to me.
There's always a weakness.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lend me your strength.
Let's begin.
Lance at the ready.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Phantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Phantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting-Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Ventilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large. It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Ting Yun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations. Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Ting Yun. As for the Ting Yun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap. It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the Arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of Long Scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
This is...
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
What's up? Go where? The Luofu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax. When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Luocha home.
You haven't been back home for a long time, have you, Master Dan Heng? As home draws nearer, so our feelings grow stronger. I can see it in your eyes. Do you want to leave? Then do it now. The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I have somewhere else to be. I've tarried here too long.
Where are you going?
I'm a traveling merchant. I have one more deal to see through.
Thanks to those heroes, I managed to pull through. Could those guests of the General be the Galaxy Rangers of old?
The Master was defeated? No, that cannot be!
I heard the Starskiff connections are being reinstated. The people stranded.
Good news from the front lines. The disciples over at Eve Mist Mansion have been defeated.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. We will send someone to escort you back. Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but when? How did the others get drawn into all this?
You must be talking about the General's guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. And it's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve Mist Mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon. Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me.
Those travelers defeated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Won't that make us seem incompetent? I need to find a way to make this report sound more impressive.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people.
the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain Cloud Hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, Cloud Hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to... You are indeed...
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me.
Power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were, it seems you already made your decision. There's a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the General not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice! I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me!
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison!
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
I sense a storm.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy? Failed to send you.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. You only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no...
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But...
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Qing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou. And yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water. An exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Phantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting.
Do you know something? When Dongfeng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The Dragon Transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The Senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Dongfeng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The Senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge! Rise!
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder!
Surge.
Break! This is our chance. Conflict is pitiless!
Told you I could fight.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
There's no time to lose.
Here is thunder!
Show no mercy.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
This is our chance.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless!
My turn!
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Jing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Dan Heng?
Thank you, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, What's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan. Only a bet. A bet on the Senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
It looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... The statue... Is that... Dan Heng's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Dan Heng? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express? Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Heng, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Vidyadhara reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life? The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jing Yuan. General, are you planning to face Dantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
You Scale Gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You Lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talents, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
You scale gorge, you look.
I understand your...
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the Three Talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the Arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best.
Hey, check it out! The bases of these stone lanterns are different.
Worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Ting-Yun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Here, it's thunder! Let's begin.
Lend me your strength.
Lance at the ready.
Follow my charge.
Lend me your strength.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Stay.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength.
Leave it to me. There's no time to lose. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
It's time.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Who are you?
Don Fong said only the High Elder can enter here.
That traitor is already dead. Who are you? What do you want with the High Elder?
What I want to see her. See how she's faring. I want to see her.
A mysterious intruder. But that voice is so familiar.
Stay.
Show no mercy.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm on guard.
Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
That should do, General.
Enough. Don't be nervous, sir. This is a mere formality for me and the Ten Lords Commission. This is of vital importance to the Ambrosial Arbor Seals. Safety must be guaranteed.
Quelling the Arbor is the duty of the Vidyadhara.
Keep in mind, this generation cannot afford to repeat the failure of the previous High Elder.
Of course.
The Cloud Knight General and the Ten Lords Commission. They performed regular inspections of Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Stay.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Here is thunder.
It's time.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Vidyadhara.
Huh? The Vidyadhara? You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Vidyadhara is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell, before emerging anew. This is the hatching rebirth cycle.
Whoa.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
There are abominations up ahead. Careful, everyone.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Let's begin.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless.
Lands at the ready.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Show no mercy.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Lance at the ready.
Lend me your strength.
I'm on guard.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder.
Lend me your strength.
There's no time to lose.
This battle is unavoidable.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
Show no mercy. There's no time to lose.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Lance at the ready.
You'll pay for this.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
Let's head to the third seal.
A foregone conclusion.
Conflict is pitiless. Is that it?
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder.
This battle is unavoidable.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
I command.
You'll pay for this.
Show no mercy.
Lend me your strength.
A foregone conclusion.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Conflict is pitiless.
Lands at the ready. Not a scratch.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
The last of the three Talons is here. Beneath the lunar glow adorned, the Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid Earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the lunarescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth. Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost, yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, a wiser kin after their rebirth. Our people sing the hymn of clouds, and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance. To the Three Talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the Arbor. The roots of the Arbor are still growing.
It's Ventilia. We must hurry. I commend.
This battle is unavoidable.
Lamps ablaze! Lamps! Forward!
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge. Here, there's thunder!
Time for some hardship.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Young Master, must we really forsake Skelgorge Waterscape?
Can you forgive me, Yuan?
I cannot say, Young Master. I feel resentment in my heart. But there are also feelings I cannot put into words. The senior Vidyadhara say that the Xianzhou offered us this place, that we hail from another world. Is it time to repay them?
It is time to repay them.
So.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the Three Talons, the path to the Great Roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the Arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Phantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
All of you, ready yourselves. Dan Heng, guard my back. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Phantilia! What is she doing?
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Phantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body. I am the vanguard of the hunt. Vanquish the abomination!
Get!
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
Watch, careful!
Let's begin.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
For the Xianzhou!
Lamps ablaze! Lamps! Forward!
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
Vanquish the abomination!
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
I am the vanguard to victory!
Lance at the ready. Show no mercy.
Leave it to me.
Lend me your strength.
On my command, for the Xianzhou!
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear. General of the Xianzhou.
Dan Heng, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Phantilia?
Finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
You'll pay for this.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
To victory!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Lend me your strength!
Fantilia, your scheme ends here! For the Xianzhou! Show no mercy!
You know nothing of it. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
It's time.
Lend me your strength!
I'm on guard.
And the vanguard of the hunt! To victory!
Stand down.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength!
Fantilia, your scheme ends
We've
here!
entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Lance at the ready. Hit!
Are we still ants to you, Fantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with me. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Lance! Forward!
Time to end this.
Out of ideas, Fantilia!
I'm fine.
Lend me your strength!
Leave it to me.
Vanquish the abomination!
Time to end this. Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Fantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
Let's begin.
Hit!
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor.
Strong wind!
March, careful!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
For the Xianzhou!
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
Leave it to me. No. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
It's time.
On my command, to victory!
Let's begin. Good.
This battle is unavoidable.
Vantilia, your scheme ends here! For the Xianzhou! Show no mercy! Is that it?
You'll pay for this.
Leave it to me.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And General of the Xianzhou, can your feeble strength survive this calamity?
Ron Hong, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Vantilia?
A scion of... Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Vantilia, your scheme ends here!
Fight with me!
You know nothing of the wit. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I am the vanguard of the hunt!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Vantilia, your scheme ends here! To victory!
I'm on guard.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Lance at the ready.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Let's begin.
On my command. Vanquish the abomination! Show no mercy. Are we still ants to you, Vantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with me. I'm afraid you won't have a chance.
Out of ideas, Vantilia!
Lend me your strength.
Vantilia, your scheme for the Xianzhou!
You're wasting your time. Time to end this. Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power.
Phantilia! What?
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Phantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
Nice teamwork.
That it? Fine.
So much bark with so little bite. You're a... This body was born of the Arbor.
That's some strong wind!
Watch, careful!
Let's begin. Stand down.
Phantilia, your scheme ends here! To victory!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
That's better.
1,000 thanks.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
For the Xianzhou!
Show no mercy. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'm the vanguard of the hunt. To victory!
I'm on guard.
That'll take more than medicine.
On my command. For the Xianzhou!
Hit!
Life finds a
Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm the vanguard of the hunt. To victory!
Let's begin.
Lands at the ready.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks. Time for...
Show no mercy.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
That's better.
Timely treatment. I'm fine.
General of the Xianzhou.
Dan Heng, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Ventilia?
A scion of... Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
Your scheme ends here, for the Xianzhou!
Timely treatment. Stand down.
I'm on guard. Hit!
On my command.
Leave it to me.
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's begin. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Vanquish the abomination!
That'll take more than medicine.
Time. Show no mercy.
Leave it to me.
Yep. To victory!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Hit! Destruction. I have to keep...
Are we still ants to you, Fantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have a chance.
I'm fine.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks.
Out of ideas, Fantilia!
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Vanquish the abomination!
Naughty child. That's better.
Timely treatment.
Yep.
You're wasting your time.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Time to retreat.
Time for a shot.
1,000 thanks.
I'm okay.
Show no mercy.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Naughty child. That's better.
1,000 thanks.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
1,000 thanks.
Vanquish the abomination!
Stand down.
For the Xianzhou!
Nap time.
Time to end this.
Show no mercy.
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touching. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers. The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook.
You know nothing of the way to survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general. I wonder if the transformation of the Xianzhou General into a Void Ranger would cast the Law Fu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Dan Heng! Do it!
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Phantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Phantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
A few games of chess will while away the time. Life is as ephemeral as two...
The value of choice lies in unwavering resolve.